Hey y'all, Jen here. Welcome back to the channel. We're talking website flipping. In this episode, we're going to go over a $2,300 food starter website that's sold. So we're going to drill down into the sale to look at what the site did right, how it's making money, traffic generation, all of it. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can be alerted of when I publish new videos like this. And let me get you up to date on where I'm at. In July 2025, I'm on a personal journey to grow this YouTube channel as quickly as I can. So my goal is to publish 3 videos a day. I actually started a day behind. I started July 2nd, but I'm going to try to make up and act as if I started on July 1st. Today's July 6th, so I should have 18 videos and I'm way behind. Full transparency, these videos are pretty short. They're usually no longer than about 10 minutes long, but I haven't found my rhythm yet. So it's been a little bit of a struggle, but I fully intend on catching up. It's Sunday. It's a good day for batch content creation. So I may just dump 5 or 6 videos today. We'll see. I have tons of ideas, so lots of interesting topics around website flipping and different things that I'll be talking about, but that is how it's going so far. We're about a minute and a half into this video right now. If you can do me a huge favor and comment website to help the algorithm, it'll help with my visibility and getting more people to see my videos. Okay, let's get into it. Now, one of the places where I see a lot of starter sites for sale is Flippa. If you don't know, Flippa is a marketplace platform for buying and selling websites and other digital assets. In addition to buying and selling sites, you can also buy and sell domains, newsletters, social media accounts, and other kinds of digital assets. I have been on Flippa for over a decade, and I've sold over 40K worth of websites here alone. Let me show you my profile real quick. You can see right here over 44K in websites on Flippa. So I have had some moderate success here. Whenever I'm selling a starter website in particular, I am jumping to Flippa. They're starter site friendly, and this is a great place to be because you can attract buyers to you from your listing. You don't have to do much or any marketing or advertising to sell your site. So let me share this food site with you. You can see here it sold for $2,300. It's called Foods Wild. Let's pull this up and take a look and see why it's sold and how you can recreate it if you so desire. So if you click this little box with the arrow, it'll actually pull the site up. So let's take a look and see. This is what it looks like now. So this site is already sold. What happens is once you sell your website, it has new ownership and the owner can do whatever they want with the site. It's their site now, right? So commonly you'll see that the site design is different, the layout's changed, the content is changed from this thumbnail on Flippa. It looks to be about the same, but I just wanted to share that that is a possibility if you're looking on Flippa. Click to see the site live after it's sold and it looks different. Okay, so here's what the site currently looks like in real time. It looks like it is based around copycat recipes. This isn't really incredibly difficult to find. You can literally go to Google and type in something like copycat Chipotle barbacoa burrito recipe and have a page, multiple pages of search results. And then, pull those recipes. So on the recipe page, they have the preparation, ingredients, instructions, just like a traditional food and recipe site. Looks just like this, pretty straightforward. They have a recipe plugin enabled, which you can see right here, which makes it like a nice organized recipe that you can scroll through. It's kind of formatted in a special way as you see here. If you want to kind of spy a little bit on the site and see what kind of plugins the site has, what theme it has, you can go to a tool called WP Theme Detector right here and type the site in. I think it was Foods Wild. Yeah. And it does a pretty good job of pulling up not only the theme, and this is for WordPress. If it's not on WordPress, it's not going to work. So it'll pull up the theme and plugins, Soledad theme, and let's see what we can find. These are the plugins: Contact Form 7, Pensy Review, Elementor Newsletter, Pensy Recipe. Okay, it looks like this is the recipe. This may be the recipe plugin that they used. And then these are all the other plugins, and that's it. So a handy little free resource if you didn't know about WP Theme Detector. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so site looks pretty good. They have an about page, contact form, and then they have a newsletter. Okay, pretty straightforward. Nice, big, bright, clear pictures. And then when the website visitor or user lands on the site, you can clearly see that this is a site for copycat recipes, which is pretty popular. Okay, let's go to the flip a listing. Here's what we know about the site. It was 6 months old, so definitely a starter site. All right, what else do we see? Making $100 a month, high profit margin. It's getting traffic every month. Very good. Honestly, when you're creating a brand new site, it can be pretty challenging sometimes to get it to make its first $100 per month. Harder, arguably, than getting from $100 to $1,000 a month. So it's great that it was able to do that in 6 months. Okay, so here's a description. It earns revenue from ads and then also sponsorship. So with ads, they are likely working with an ad network, perhaps Google AdSense. And when people land on the website, view and click the ads, they earn ad revenue. And then sponsorship is when companies work with the food and recipe site to feature them on the site. They pay for that placement. Buyer can still add Amazon affiliates to increase earnings. Okay. Why are they selling? They want to reinvest in a bigger project. Okay. Pretty common. And it looks like that's about it. Okay. So pretty straightforward. Here's the hosting, content writing. This might be a plugin or AI writer that they're using. I don't imagine they're paying a freelancer $4 a month. Here is the traffic breakdown. So they have Google Analytics and they connected it, and here is what it looks like. Mostly organic search traffic, which is great. Organic search traffic is the most valuable kind of traffic. And here's the traffic breakdown, where the traffic is coming from, the SEO profile from SEMrush, some of the keywords that they're ranking for. Pretty good. Okay, so how can this be recreated? Pretty simply, to be honest. Okay, so here's what we know about the site. It is in the food and recipe niche, 6 months old, $100 a month, and it's earning from ads and sponsorship. Sold for $2,300, which is pretty good. If it's making $100 a month, that means it sold for a 23x multiple, or roughly 2 years worth of income, which is pretty good. So what makes this site unique is that they're not just doing general food and recipe, they have a niched food and recipe site, which is copycat recipes. So if we pull up SEMrush here, I'm just going to plug in copycat recipe just to see what it looks like. 1600 volume, moderate difficulty. Okay. But you can see that some of the copycat recipe search terms have pretty good volume and are less competitive, like crumble cookie copycat recipe gets 2,400 search volume monthly and 34 keyword density. And the sky's the limit with this. Just think about all of the fast food restaurants, fast casual restaurants, and all the copycat recipes that exist across the internet that you can pull from and create a site around. Okay, let's go back. So they did some research. They found a good sub niche within the food and recipe category, and then they built out the site. It is a pretty simple WordPress site. We went to WP Theme Detector to kind of spy on the theme and plugins to uncover how it was built. So with that info, you can go and create a very similar kind of site and begin making money with ads and sponsored content. Now, the key to earning income from sites, the fuel to that is traffic. So how do you get traffic? This site got traffic mostly from organic search, which means the content it was writing about was appearing in search results. So people would go to Google, they would search for something like Chipotle barbacoa recipe, copycat recipe, and the recipe from this site would come up, and the website visitor would click on the link on Google, go to their site, and that's how they get traffic. You could do that. Another thing you could do is look at using Pinterest, which is very good for the food and recipe niche. I have a peer who set up a barbecue food site and started getting, in his second or third month that the site was in existence, about 10 to 12,000 views per day just from... Mommy. Okie doke. I paused the video briefly. You might have heard my son come in. I'm doing very kind of raw video production with very limited editing, so I'm not going to be editing that out. We were talking about how the food and recipe niche is very good for Pinterest, and I was sharing how one of my peers grew his traffic to a couple 100,000 views a month from Pinterest from posting his barbecue recipes, which I thought was amazing. And just a great example of how food and recipes really thrive on Pinterest platform. So that's another option for growing the traffic quickly. Once you have traffic, you can start to pursue different ways to monetize the site. Ads, sponsored content, affiliates, other options. All right, y'all, that wraps up the video. We talked about that $2,300 food and recipe site. If website flipping is interesting to you, I do teach a course called The Art of the Micro Flip. It includes group coaching. It includes a student group. In the group, you're going to see me build in public. You'll be able to view all of my current, past, and future website flips. I've made over 6 figures from website flipping. I talk about all of my projects inside the group with students. You'll also be able to see flips that students are doing and be able to participate in the discussion and ask questions, participate in challenges, all kinds of good stuff. The actual course is a video course, and it is 13 modules. You're going to learn everything about website flipping, from picking the niche, building out the site, content design, monetization, traffic building. The course also has a 30-day case study of a website I created specifically for the course, including flipping it, selling it, and migrating that site over to the buyer. Here's a look at some success stories. I already have this in my description, so you can check that out if you want to get into it. These are some examples of some of the sites I have flipped, including this one, which I flipped about 3 weeks ago. I do have payment plans. If you want to break this up, to get there, you just click this button, and the first plan is here. This goes up to 24 months, and then the other two are here, Klarna and Afterpay. So you can start today paying just a small portion of the amount of the course and then the rest over monthly installments. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to comment website for the algorithm. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.